Trillions. The highly anticipated Plasma is finally live, and today what I'm going to do is briefly talk through a bunch of different opportunities that are available on Plasma right now. We're not going to go through all of them because there's about 27, but I have found a few different farming opportunities across some of the major DeFi apps that have deployed on Plasma on day one that might be fairly interesting, and I'll give you a couple of ideas about something that could come out next week that you should maybe pay attention to. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look at Plasma. They've already got 3 billion in TVL right now, and yeah, they are the stablecoin chain. They're really focusing around USDT or USDTO, and essentially really focusing around, those core infrastructure kind of systems that are required for stablecoins. One of them being savings, but also earnings and remittance and payments and things like that as well. First thing is, like, how do you actually get your funds into the Plasma chain? Well, you can use Stargate. You can bridge from practically any chain. I noticed that I already have like really good or really fast transfers. But if you've got USDT on any kind of major chain, whether it's Ethereum or Arbitrum or HyperEVM, you can just use the USDT zero bridge as well. But Stargate seems fairly quick here. And so that's like one of the ways that you can get your funds in there. You will need a little bit of XPL for gas, but if you use any modern wallet today, you shouldn't have a problem with gas fees anyway. And then, yeah, once you've got some USDTO into Plasma, you can start playing around with it. And so the first thing is, like, they've got the lending vault, or the main savings vault, I should say, that deploys assets into Aave, but I believe also a few other places as well. And here you can see around 20% APY. So this is the base yield. There's 3 bill deposited here. And yeah, I mean, not really much to say there. However, there are a bunch of other opportunities, and these are the 26 plus different opportunities that I talked about. Now, they have been a little bit diluted. Bear in mind that this only came out yesterday, and so it's only been a day. But you can see the TVL. If I sort this by TVL, it'll load in a second. You can see that there's 2.4 billion in the Plasma USD vault that we just talked about, and then a lot of capital in some of these other places as well, and that includes like Fluid and some other vaults on Aave and Euler and whatnot as well. So all in all, there's billions and billions of dollars on Plasma. But you're going to go through all of these? No, I'm just going to show you some of the good ones that are available right now. So first one we're going to talk about is Balancer. Balancer, we often don't really talk about it that much, but I think this one is interesting, particularly because it's a USDTO XUSD coming from Stream Finance. And what's interesting here is you've got a stable pair. You've got 40% APR or APY at the moment, with the vast majority of this coming in Plasma XPL token rewards. But the interesting thing is that the actual APR is actually a little bit higher than this. Why? It's because Stream Finance, who have XUSD, there's 150 million deposited in here. XUSD is rebasing, and so actually goes up in value over time. And so part of your LP, which is about 30% of your LP, is actually appreciating at a rate of 16% because they've got some extra incentives on top there. And so I think it actually makes the APR closer to 50%, which is not so bad actually. I say not so bad, it's very good. There's 6 million in TVL. Bear in mind that this can get diluted. It probably will get diluted at some point as well. But yeah, I think for now, yeah, not a bad farm to be in. And so I think this is still a really good one. Especially when you compare it to like some of the other opportunities on Plasma, which are like under 20% now. So yeah, not so bad at all. Next we're going to talk about Euler. Euler has 25+% at the moment for USDTO. Again, all of these rewards, or the vast majority of these rewards, are coming in XPL, but not all. Some is just coming in like native yield, lending yield, I could say. So yeah, just another one. Again, these have got pretty large amounts of supply as well, so I don't think there's as much dilution that's going to come here, but I still think 25%, yeah, it's better than some of the other opportunities as well. We also have the Curve pool as well right now, which of which there are 2 with external XPL rewards. This is USDTO and SUSDE from Athena, but you can also use the USDE one from Athena as well. This is growing, so it is around 7 million in TVL for this particular pool. Let's see where this one goes to. I suspect that this will end up doubling fairly soon, especially just because the rewards are pretty good right now. But yeah, I think this is another one that's 25% APR in XPL tokens. And then the last one, again, I don't want to spend too long on this video. This is just a more exotic one, you could say. This is XAUT, which is Tether Gold, paired with USDTO on Uniswap. And essentially, there is around 45% APR at the moment in terms of XPL tokens, but this is distributed based on the amount of fees that you earn. And so tighter liquidity is often going to pay you a little bit more. And so if you have a little bit of edge in managing a really tight Uni V3 position, I think there's actually a nice opportunity here to really farm some additional rewards. I don't necessarily think that the fees are going to be that high just yet. I think the volume isn't really that strong just yet. Only 200k volume over the last 24 hours. If that were to pick up, then yeah, fine, that's nice. But I think you're not really here farming those fees. You're more here farming XPL at the moment. And yeah, keep an eye out on the opportunity tab, which you can find on the Plasma website. You'll see the APRs update. These incentives are somewhat fixed, I believe, and there's only about 6 days left. And I suspect in 6 days' time, there might be some more opportunities. So perhaps when that happens, I'll do a little update and show you some more. But for now, yeah, bridge your funds into Plasma, your USDT, and play around with a variety of opportunities. And the ones that I've shown you are just some of the best ones right now. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about Plasma. Yeah, let me know what you think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. See you again next time.